All right, one of my good customers right here, 1989 Chevy K2500, and yep, the Chevy small block took a crap on him. So anyway, here we go. Let's start this series off. So please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into all of this. All right, so what's going on around the shop? Here we go. Like I said at the introduction, 89 Chevy K2500. The Chevy small block. Customer said going down the road, everything was hunky-dory, and it started clanging and banging, and it took a shit. So, and while working on it and moving some things over to the new to him, freshly pulled from the junkyard, I found one of these. This is the oil cooler, engine oil cooler line, and look at that. So, oh, no, brakes completely off. I think it pushed all the oil out because of that line broke, and it ran it out of oil. If it has to be my case. Oh, excuse me. Damn. No, I'm not allergic to Chevy small blocks. Absolutely not. Anyway, so moved a bunch of stuff over. Distributor, a couple fittings, things of that nature. This one is a little different. You know, the brackets here are nice aluminum, and those are the flimsy kind of steel brackets, you know, notorious power steering bracket that likes to bend. So this here is that's definitely an upgrade for him, so I like that a lot. So we got this on the freshly modified Harbor Freight engine stand. Made a video on that. Got some nice heavy duty wheels on there that actually swivel and roll and have lockers on them. So there you go. And then this the old one, and that's this one here is cooked. So he did drive it in here, but it was clanging and banging and squealing. It wasn't happy at all. Had to change the oil filter housing out. This one here sits sideways, and oh, right there. So that's a little different. Couple little odds and ends that are just a smidge different versus the one block and the other, but it's all right. So anyway, so moved some stuff over, got it all ready to go. So, and here we go. So now we're getting ready to drop this engine into that truck, and then see if we can get this thing back up and running again. Still waiting on the cylinder heads to show up for that. So I still got to clean the block too, but as you can tell, she's still a little dirty. A little dirty dog, you. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get busy, and we'll be right back. All right, well, this one, the vehicles that we left off with, got the heads back on, got everything ready to go. I did order a new air intake manifold. Well, we're going this far, and I could save a chunk of money by found one that was for a good price, and a new one from AC Delco. So yeah, I didn't feel like going to this extent and then cutting corners on cheap Chinese junk, because that's what this is. And this, you know, it doesn't come with metal inserts. This is where the EGR goes to. Everything is basically put together with wood screw looking things, so it's basically a joke. But anyway, so I got a new one coming for that. We're going to have to swap the injectors over and fuel rail, stuff like that, and waiting on that to show up, and the throttle body. But yeah, so we got that going on. Now, boys and girls, we got ourselves a doozy right here. Look at that. Don't you love it? It's a 2006 Buick Lucerne. Gauge is acting funny, shifting funny sometimes going down the road. Something with the gauges, seat not working, and I mean, this thing stinks. It's horrific. That's all I gotta say. And this is coming from a farmer that, you know, got off a lot of nasty stuff. And I mean, this is just disgusting. But anyway, seat was stuck in the rear. He's a short fella, so he needs to have that seat to go forward. I had to battle with this seat quite a bit because it was all the way stuck in the rear and needed to be slid forward so he can get the bolts out. So finally got that accomplished and got the seat out. So here we are. You see all that shiny stuff there? That is really, really nasty. Look at that. Even got little drippy thingies on there. This thing gives me the creeps. Anyway, so far I got power going into the memory module for the seat, but no power coming out. So, and that was very interesting because I tried to run power through the plugs here in the back to make the seat go forward. That's how I normally do it. This one here didn't work, so I had to take the seat cover, the seat cushion, like right there, that seat cushion, I had to lift it all the way off, lift it all the way up, and I was able to get to the wires here and pierce them and put power to it, and that's how I was able to slide the seat forward, get the bolts out, and here we are. I was trying to get the seat belt off, but that bolt didn't want to give in for the seat belt bracket. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm done fighting with this thing. So we're just gonna do it like this. And I mean, look at all the lovelies. That thing is just yuck. But found another module that's coming, and as soon as that here, we can swap that out. Now let's go on to the next one. Oh, by the way, yeah, so once we get the seat going, I can take it for a test drive because, like I said, it was so far back, and I'm a pretty tall fella, but I could barely touch the pedals. So then we can take it for a test drive and see what's what. The mirrors, as soon as you put it in reverse, the mirrors were starting to point down, and then they would get stuck. And it would go like tick, 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 basically hanging up. I got those turned off. You do that here on the dash with these buttons right here, and you go into the menu and you basically turn parking assist off, and that keeps it from the mirrors moving. So I think because it also had a battery drain, I think that was part of the battery drain, including the seat not working right, and then they put a new battery in it, but the contacts on the end of the battery are yeah, pretty nasty, because I'm trying to test some stuff and then I used the ground on the battery, and it just didn't really want to give it anything. You can tell that one there is not too bad, but this one here, yeah, that's pretty rusty. So I'm gonna take that off, clean them all up, test the battery, make sure the battery's still in good shape. It's supposed to be 2 to 3 years old, somewhere in there, so I don't know. And I think it just has, you know, because it sat a lot for a couple years before it was drivable again. So this thing, you know, for 2006 is a very clean condition. So that tells you it's not been driven a whole lot. And like I said, and I think that's why we had some electrical gremlins, because on top of that, I hooked the scanner up, and man, that was a laundry list of codes, because I had a bad battery at some point and they swapped it out, and so I think a bunch of those codes were still resonating and horsing them out with the computer. But like I said, when we gotta make sure we gotta, it starts with good battery and good power. So we're gonna start with that and fix the seat, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's go to the next one. This beaut here has been on the channel a couple times. Right now it came in for windshield wipers not working. Already tested it. I've got power going in, but I've got no signal power coming from the switch, from the windshield wiper switch. So I think this thing is bad. Another complaint was no tail lights, and as you can tell by the amount of fuses, there's a bad short in the wire somewhere, and I've been disconnecting stuff, and it still maintains a short. So I still got to figure that out and see what's going on with that. And then the next thing is it runs a little rough at startup, and a customer says it feels a little doggy going down the road, like it has less power than what it used to. So we're gonna have to still dig into that. So we're gonna do standard stuff, pull the spark plug, see how it looks like, open up the distributor cap, make sure the points are nice and clean in the distributor cap, and then I'll hook the timing light up, make sure that the timing is good. If anything else, we may have to change that. I'm not sure what happened on top of that with some of the other stuff, but we got some rodents. See that? And there was the same thing. There was some chewings going on in that plug for the windshield motor. So anyway, yeah, we got our work cut out for us again. So here we go. I'll bring it back when we zoom in on some of the other stuff. So, all right, 89 Chevy K2500, running rough, under power, short in the tail light, or tail light's not working, and windshield wipers not working. So we got spark plugs done, wires, cap and rotor. They were in pretty bad shape. So as you can tell, these spark plugs definitely have seen some better days. And then these were the spark plug wires, by the way. Yep, so this one here has electrical tape on it. This one here came off, this is a wire that came off the alternator, and as you can tell, so I got that replaced right here. So anyway, so we got that all done. Air idle control valve is the only thing I still have to put in. I'm pretty sure that will fix this thing on the rough idle and lack of power. And then the only thing we got left to do is the windshield wiper. And you can I narrowed it down to the switch here, pretty sure that's what it is. And then I gotta find a short in the tail light. I have disconnected certain pieces and stuff like that, and that's why there's so many fuses laying there, to narrow it down. And it's no other component other than the wire going to the back. So either got to find the brake or just run a new power supply for the tail lights to the back. One of the two. So we'll see what comes off of that. Next thing, got this case 1845C skid steer. Laundry list is pretty big on this, and I'm gonna make more videos on this. So look, be on the lookout for that. We need to do the seals, cylinder seals on the lift, and on the tilt, because both of them are leaking down slowly. Grease everything, and I want to check the wheel bearings and seals. So we're going to have to take the tires off, grease them, and check the chain and the chain drive. So and you do that right there on the dose covers. So may have to tighten those up. So once we get the wheels off and check the chains and stuff like that, then we can tighten all that up. So we got that going on, and then there's a couple small things that need to happen. The fuel level indicator is not working, so that needs to be looked at, and instead of those lights, some LED lights. So all right, so list on this here is pretty long, and like I said, I'll do some separate videos on this case skid steer. So here we go. All right, let's get busy. Well, got this one all done. Running pretty darn good if you ask me. We got what all do we have? Yeah, we got the windshield wiper done. That's fixed. Tail lights are working now again, as you can tell. There you go. All right, this one is done. Gonna call the customer, and there we go. On to the next one. All right, this one here is a little different. Look at all the oil that's underneath that truck. Customer just got an oil change done at Jiffy Lube, and noticed he had a big oil leak under his truck. So he brought it over here, and let me see if I can find it right here. Look at that. Where the paint is gone right here, you can tell that filter is crunched, and therefore it wasn't sealing correctly, and it was leaking all the oil out. So this guy got pretty lucky. There was still a little bit left, but he was extremely low. It was, I mean, not cool at all. So yeah, anyway, I thought that was a little different here, so figured I'd show you. Put a new oil filter on there, filled it back up with oil, drained all the oil out, put new oil in it. So this guy is good to go again. So here we go, on to the next one. All right, got ourselves another Chrysler Town and Country. Customer done the brakes on him, and now he has a soft brake. So he's asking me to bleed the brakes for him. So that's going to be an easy peasy job. Another Chrysler Town and Country. I tell you what, I've got this whole week, I had nothing else than Chrysler Town and Countries. This is number 4. The oil cooler and filter housing broke, and as you can tell by the amount of oil in the valley there, it was leaking horrific. So customer said they and this is a good customer of mine, customer said they went to Jiffy Lube to do a quick oil change, and after that they had a massive oil leak. So Jiffy Lube back at it again. So here we go. Got a new one on the way. I still have to clean the valley up a little bit, but yeah, we need to get that all finished up. So here we go, on to the next one. All right, this here is a 2007 Ford F-350 dually flatbed with stacks. Yeah. Well, if I show you here, then you know why it needs stacks, because all that Cummins power has got to come out somewhere. Look at that. Yep, good friend of mine. He asked me to look it over. He had all kinds of problems. No tail lights, and no turn signal. Nothing was working in the rear, and I'll take you with me here in a minute on that. Turn signals, I got that fixed. That was just a blown fuse. Got the dome light fixed. It just need a couple bulbs and some finagling. And then the blower motor was done for. You see that? Yep. What happened? Already got it cleaned out, but something got in there and it was all kinds of nasty up in there. I've got it all cleaned out now and blowed out. So I think this rad here ate something, and that's why it bent, and that's why it burned out. So we're also going to change the resistor, because this doesn't look too happy to me. So as we're getting ready, sorry about that, customer calling. This thing is also going to need some new batteries. It's going to need some new marker lights here on the top. I guess my boy put it back on there. It was laying over here too. And I'll show you the culprit on the all right, you see that right there? That's basically done for. You see that? So I found me another wire, hooked that up for the time being. I've got everything marked, so I know what is turn and what is not turn, and tail light and stuff like that. And we're just gonna rewire this. So, well, yeah, that's how the back side looks like here. Still got to figure out why those lights don't want to work, but I'm sure that will get fixed when we rewire the whole rear here. So like I said, as you just seen, it was just a wire mess. But well, I got to go after some parts. So we'll be back, and I'll take you back here with on the status on this here truck. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right. Got new batteries in here now. Got the blower motor fixed. Everything in here is working now the way it's supposed to. We're in full swing on the deck here. And you would say, well, what's all that stuff for? Well, why would you do all new lights? Well, because I bought it. Yep, we bought this truck off my friend. I talked to him, and he's like, well, I want to have it looked over. And I said, well, why? He said, well, I'm going to sell it. I said, well, who are you going to sell it to? He said, well, I don't know. I said, well, how much you want for it? So we made a deal, and I bought it. So I'm getting rid of all the gimpy LED lights. We're just going to put in regular incandescent lights in them. You can see on that was going on around here. Lots of crusties. Some of them are still halfway decent, but look at that. And if I just use regular lights in the back, then my turn signal doesn't go like tick 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 tick. Now it goes in a normal fashion. So it's missing some of the exhaust, so it needs to be replaced. It needs a new flex pipe being replaced. And well, since it's my truck now, I do not like these stacks at all. So we're going to cut them short. We're going to put some of these monster flappers on there, like that, something like that anyway. But anyway, so since this is my truck now, there are a couple more things I want to do to it. So please like and subscribe, because there's some content coming on this thing here. I think we're going to turn the engine up a little bit, give it some more horsepower, And this is going to be my toe peg. So, yeah. How about that? Let me know what you think. You know, any suggestions on what to do to it? Please leave that in the comment box. And we're going to wrap this series up with this. And then this is going to be a whole new series on itself. So here we go. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.